I haven't played this game before, but it looks eerily familiar. Like, maybe we had it at our school or something, and I saw somebody else playing it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just, looked at this initial screen and interacted with it a little bit to make sure that it captures on the stream. But my guess is it's a kind of puzzle game that I'm supposed to get the different colored marbles into their slots here at the bottom, and I have a limited number of marbles that I can use. So I'm gonna try doing that and see what happens. Turn the sound down. That's kind of loud. Okay. It's kind of like a Rube Goldberg machine. I gotta get that music from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Alright, so that was incorrect, starting with red. So does that mean the correct thing to do is to restart? Because it looks like it changes the map whenever you make a mistake there. Lost my marbles. It should be the first correct option. I guess you want to try to track the thing before you press anything, right? And I guess I can run multiple marbles at the same time. I don't have to wait for a marble to make it all the way to the end first. So you can try to plan out your strategy here. Okay, so I think that this yellow will go there, right? Right. Then it's going to get up here, and it's going to loop around and go down into this pile down here. It's still solvable if you waste marbles? Okay, so you just get the highest score for not making any mistakes. Is there not a finite number of marbles over here? Alright, so this one's going to go down, loop around, come here. It's going to go down in here and go back into yellow? How do I get to blue or red then? That doesn't make sense. I'm doing something wrong. Down, down. No, because this loops here, and then it goes down this way. That takes us to red, so I'm going to do red here. You can buy more with points, I see. Can you get to an unwinnable state at any point in this? Okay, that thing has gone back to its initial position. Can I overfill one? Is that a bad thing that can happen in this? Okay, let's follow this one. Down here, it's going to loop this way, and then this way, and it's blue. Okay, let's see. Now this is different now, so that's changed the solution. So this is going to go down this way, and then this way, and then it's going to dump right in and be red. Gotcha. This one's going to go straight down, and then here, and then it's going to dump and be blue. This is Final Fantasy Piano Reductions from TPR. I need to get some more of his albums because he gave me permission to use it. And they're very pretty. Nice and ambient. Alright, this one's going to go straight down. Go to red. Yeah. Then, oops, put this one back. This one goes down, and then down, and then blue. Yeah, right, Commander Keen. Okay. Now we've returned to the base state from when we first started the game. So I think we do this one is yellow. I think they're both yellow, actually. Let me double check, though. Yeah. As you can run. So you can do this pretty fast once you understand the game a little bit better and plan ahead. Yeah, it was fun. It was midnight. He was a really cool guy. This one goes red. Right, because it doesn't dump. Wonder if it's set up that if you put each input right, you'll always get exactly the right number. You don't have to waste any. Okay, and then I'm guessing blue over here. Yep, this will be the fast one. Alright, first try. It seems like there could be a lot of design space in this loot effects. Oh man, that font though. Can't even read it on my screen. My score is classic 590, components used, efficiency bonus, marbles purchased, puzzle score, beginner score, accumulator score. Next. Okay. Well, I don't know what this does. It's pretty bad. So I'm not sure if that spinner thing did anything. Oh, I should have done save game. Let me do that now. Tarquinius the Elder is the name of this puzzle. Oh, reset puzzle. Fantastic. So I'll save here. Alright, I don't know what that spinner thing does, but I do know I need to start with green here. This one you have to predict the... Try purple. Predict the physics a little bit, I think. Oh, that one still goes to green because this thing... Interesting, okay. Let's do green. Do green again. Maybe if you're doing it in the right timing, you can get them going such that that doesn't get in your way. Guessing if I hit it a third time, then it's gonna loop the other direction. Oh no! Interesting. Okay. So... Green... Green... Is reset puzzle not actually resetting the puzzle? No, it's not. Interesting. Huh. Because I have to always spend my score on resetting in that case. I'll try doing select puzzle again and see what happens. Oh no, it's that I'm carrying over... Interesting. I carry over my my marbles from stage to stage. That's pretty hard then. Gotcha. So I have to buy a bunch of them. Which isn't that expensive. So maybe don't reset the puzzle anymore. I guess you'd use save states to cheese that in the future, but I don't have to do that. Green, green. Purple. Does the spinner adjust its momentum in some way? Oh no, that's gonna go to green, fuck. But now this one should be purple. See, these two don't interact with each other, so I can clear this now, at least as far as I can tell. Unless if this switch affects the other switch. This one should be green. It's just a point bonus, okay. I thought maybe it would affect their momentum, but that makes sense. Green. Purple. Speedrun of this game would be interesting. Yeah. No kidding. Okay. Ah, so now I can accidentally send them over this way. So the efficient way to do this is to make use... I didn't even notice this path over here. So that you're not wasting marbles on the left side and continuing to do everything on that side. Okay. Yeah, really fast. I think we want to start with yellow. Okay. I think we put yellows here the rest of the way, right? Should have enough momentum to clear that. Nothing's changing now. It's a good question. I don't know what the big red button does. It doesn't have a tooltip. It's save before using it. Oh, and then it restores those marbles to you, so your inventory is always stacked up, provided you don't ever make any mistakes. Tarquinius the Elder. Marbles purchased, efficiency bonus, puzzle score. Okay. It could be fun to try to be perfect at this. Homage to 3 Priscian. That's the name of the stage. It's at the top of the window. You guys can't see it. Alright, this one's pretty crazy. So the light indicates which path it's going to take. This one goes down and here. Orange, maybe? Okay. Now it's going to go down this middle path, but it could end up exiting out either the left or right side. Can't be purple this time, so I think it's going to be green. But I don't know what would make it go out this way, right, to hit this guy right there. When it goes all the way far right, loops down, hits this thing, probably climbs up this, goes all the way down. Ah, but it makes it look like it's going to loop forever. That can't be right. Unless if that's a drop. How does it get onto this loop? Down. Because this green thing will cause it to go straight forward or drop. I think we want purple. Ooh, that was incorrect. Shit. I'll have to see where this drops off, though. Yeah, they added that. There was actually a funny post on Reddit where YouTube did a tweet announcing that that was a new feature, and then Pornhub replied to them and said, I wonder where you guys got that idea. Interesting. I do think that once it gets there, it just gets stuck in that loop forever. So I guess it might just be a wasted marble at that point. As far as I know, there's no way to interact with it now. It's on this path. I guess maybe it can hit other marbles that might change its momentum. But to what end? I guess doing this, you also kind of have to waste a marble, because that'll get stuck on the same track, right? Should be orangey, I think. Let's see what happens when there's the two of them. Green again, I think. This one's going to drop into purple if I do this one now. No, I thought it was funny that Pornhub called them on that. I wonder what if you're even able to do anything to interact with these guys here. It looks like it's maybe there's just certain marbles that you need to sacrifice. You said the silver ones are cheaper this name? Maybe that's what this is supposed to teach you, is that these are cheap marbles that you burn. Are black and silver both considered cheap? Or does it show me the cost somewhere? Oh, it shows me how many I have. Okay. So this level is meant to teach me to use silver marbles to burn on this thing over here so that I can get more colored marbles down this path. I see. Uh-oh. Oh, because the block is there. That's right. And the little grinder eats it. Gotcha. Oh, black counts as any color. Okay. So silver is a garbage color that you use for mechanics. Black is a wild card. Gotcha, thank you. Then I've lost those 2 purples because they're in a permanent loop. This game's got cool design space. There's a lot of different puzzles you could pull off with just this system. Check those out if I can see them in my video list. That'd be nice with the... it's nice having the standardized video thumbnails, but not terribly eye-catching if you're, like, trying to find a particular episode. What's the one in La Milano where he fought this boss? I have no fucking idea. It's a bunch of numbers. Ah, but it only plays the first few seconds. That sucks. The other version of it jumps around to different parts in the video. Or maybe it's different depending on the video. Okay. Thought it would pick some of the 3 random thumbnails that they said. Xenophon is the name of this level. Let's see. Oh god. Yeah, they're stepping it up. Again, there's design space with even the exit to the stage, right? And this thing turns on the fans, which gets you bonus points, presumably. Okay. So if I drop one here, it's going to go straight down silver, drop here, get pulled up, run down this way, drop through this, which will open this path, go back through a second time. So this is one where timing might be relevant depending on your approach. Let's try this. I've never played a Zachtronics game, no. This game probably isn't playable without ever buying... Oh, shit. That didn't occur to me that would go that way. I should have. Bummer. This game's not playable without ever buying a marble. You have to spend your points on that. Do you like puzzle games? You've got an open sub-block, What the fuck? Okay. So I might end up being right, but it wasn't on purpose. There's like a pendulum here. What does that do? Is it magnetic? Does it move the thing? It moves the thing. Goodness. Okay, so that was technically right the whole time. Alright, board state's very different now. Yeah, you should have edit access to that spreadsheet if you want to put in your schedule preferences and put one of the puzzle games you're talking about. Yeah, and go ahead and put whatever you like on there, obviously. I'm gonna try it. And this puzzle is suddenly teaching you a lot of mechanics all at once, right? We've got powered spinners. We've got magnetic pendulums. I don't think I saw these things move at some point. I still don't know what would cause when there's these little gap pipes, what would cause it to go through one gap or the other. That sounds awesome. Like programming puzzles. Got Quadrilateral Cowboy. If you haven't played that yet, Ludiflex, I highly recommend it. Nope, that was incorrect. Well, shit. Alright. Curious what happens if I run them both through at the same time. You will have to find just an abandonware copy of it. It is not on Steam or something. Yeah, I'd be down to do one of those. Do you think that would work in short bursts? The really, really long games like Tales of Berseria, I think maybe if you put them on there once to kind of showcase what the game is about makes sense, but trying to get a full playthrough at an hour a session can be a little tricky. Okay, I guess that these little elevators on either side sort of make sure that the marbles are staggered. I see. So an hour might be pushing it. RTL Zelda, who's a streamer that is also a colleague of my wife, streamed that game quite a bit. I didn't tune in for it because I didn't want to get spoiled in case we ever play it. But it sounds like it gets a lot of high praise. Okay, so that worked doing them back to back, but now I have no idea. I might be able to predict based on the pendulum state. So I drop one here, goes down, climbs up here, flies through, hits the pendulum, drops into this silver tube, falls down, climbs up here, goes around. There's no pendulum this time, so drops down here. Oh god. Goes up, goes down, pendulum takes it over, it falls down, and it's just is this an infinite loop if we do it this way? Down. I just have to remember the state of the pendulum when I do that, huh? Let's try this one. So red goes down, falls here, up, down, cross, down, up, cross, pendulum, drops. So pendulum's here, this is up, down, pendulum, drop. That might actually be the solution. Let's try that. See where I confused it. I need to be able to make notes in this game. Draw on the screen. Oh wait, no, I made an error. I assume that this drop took me down to the orange, but I think it just falls directly onto the silver. Getting into the orange requires a clean path, so I think that this was an error. But we'll see here in a second. This one puzzle might be the rest of the stream. It's pretty tricky. Yeah, so it's going to go up, it's going to come down, it's going to pendulum across, it's going to raise that bridge. Then up, down, around, pendulum, goes down this way, loops down, hits this pendulum. Oh, then it goes... No, that was right. Okay. Again, that one wasn't totally on me that I got it right. Because I mistook this one, but... Okay. I guess I don't have to wait for the whole thing to solve, but when you get pretty pro at this game, you start to look ahead for that sort of thing. Alright, how do I get... Okay, because you have to have the pendulum in place. Say I put yellow here. Yellow's going to drop all the way down. Carry up. Down this way. It's going to hit the pendulum. Go across this bridge. Go all the way down. So we don't want to do yellow, we want to do green. I think. It's simple, it's just, it's hard to... Until you're 100% certain how each marble is going to behave, it's difficult to go in and place all the marbles sequentially. Because you have to start to keep in mind there's a binary state for each of these objects. So for each, if you're trying to do like 3 or 4 marbles at a time, you have to memorize that this one's going to alternate states 2 or 3 times, and this is an alternate states 2 or 3 times, and so on. So that was correct. Next one goes down, straight down, up here, across, pendulum over, reverts that bridge, goes... No, it reverts that bridge, so it falls in here, climbs up, goes this way, pendulum's over, reverts that bridge, goes down, up here, Down this way, pendulum's over one more time, and then rides this thing down. Takes this pendulum to the exit, so yellow here, I think. Hopefully it wasn't on the right side that one was supposed to go, because if it did, I fucked it up. It's a long path to chart out and then remember, which side did I start with? So I can try to start solving the next one right now, but do I know what the ultimate state's going to be for both pendulums and both bridge drops at the end? I'm not sure that I do. Okay, so that goes across, restabilizes the bridge network. And it's unfortunate because unless if there's a dexterity challenge later with getting the marbles to interact with each other, like, I feel like the speedrun in this game is just knowing the order in which you're supposed to drop all the marbles and doing it immediately. I mean, it would look cool, but you'd have to do like a randomly generated level or something to make that interesting. Okay. Next up, we want a pendulum to swing over here because that's a completed bridge. So we want it to be yellow and probably on the right side, but let me math it out here. So this goes down, down here, up, loops around, pendulums to the bridge, pendulums back across, so yellow. Don't think it's always going to follow a pattern, right? Because this is blue, red, yellow, green, orange. Orange, green, yellow, red, blue. Alright. Straight down, up, around. Pendulum restores bridge. Down, around. Pendulum restores bridge. Down, up, right. Pendulum drops, or this bridge is restored, so it goes down this way, so it's got to be green on the left. The next one's probably red on the right. The pattern's the same, but I would like to confirm that first. Red button. What's that from? They're talking about the button on the gun? I can think of the scene, but I can't think of the movie. Fluid effects. Fifth Element, that's it. Thank you. Is it Gary Oldman that says that? He's selling it to the not Gamorreans. Green. Okay, so I think that red goes here, but let me confirm that. Oh, red. Up this way, down. Yes. So if that's true, I can just brute force the rest of it and do orange, blue, right? And hopefully the order... Oh, actually that may have been a mistake because of the pendulums. You can't just place them quickly, because the pendulums are going to get fucked up. That was a mistake. Shit. Such hubris. It's a different solution if you put them through quickly, I think. That's the problem. Yeah, I see your point now, Ludifex, that if you just put them all in immediately, they're going to interact with the objects too early. Oh, crap. Balls, I did grab green instead of orange. This click. Nope. Penalty for hubris. Wish I could just destroy that marble early, but I'll let it run its course. Is there like a speed option? Oh, there totally is. Yeah, let's do that. Incorrect. Okay. So, let's see. Say that it's orange here. Orange goes down, drops through, up. Pendulum restores bridge. Down, up, right. Pendulum restores bridge. Down, up, right. Pendulum, cross. Okay, so orange left. And then probably blue right. Once it gets past the point of interacting. Yeah, so I see that if you were speedrunning this, like, you'd have to drop the marble at exactly the right time so it doesn't fuck up anything else. Might be safe to do as soon as this thing crosses the Rubicon there. Cool. Spinning these is turning these lights on. What does this device do? Is it like you want to activate all the lights at some point? First try. Really shitty efficiency bonus. Okay. Next stage is called Galileo. How does the bonus level work? Is it something you have to do from the select puzzle screen? Oh my god, there's 50 puzzles in this game. Gnarly. This is the bonus level? I see. So we would have skipped Aristotle if I hadn't done that? You guys can't see the level select screen, it's a different window. But basically, when you do select level, we have Tarquinius, Priscian, Xenophon, Galileo, Aristotle, Archimedes, and so on. Bonus levels require black. Okay. So this goes down through here. I don't know what these little gates do yet. This way, here. Does black mean it actually needs a black marble, or that any color marble will do? Like, is the wildcard status true for both? It might just be points. Okay, I'll try it in a second. I guess the trick with this one, let me try a red one really quick. You don't want to waste black by overfilling one. That's where you're going to lose points here. Oh yeah, no, it looks like any color works. The black is a wildcard thing. Transitive property. Let's try this one. Oh, I get to convert them to black. I didn't think about that, yeah. Because then I get them back at the end of the stage. So that's a way to get the cheaper marbles. Cool. That's neat. Yeah, it's a cool use of the game's design space. Okay. Good God almighty. Alright. Down, down. Gravity tells me it's going to go this way, up, this way, down. Should go down, so yellow on the left, I think. Yay for maximum speed. That's bullshit. Okay, and I guess there's already a marble in this one. So now I have to get an orange one in there to release that one, I think is what this is saying. No, I have to build up 3 of them to release. So there'll be a wasted, I'll have to use a silver marble at the end to release the final ones. I'm assuming that's how it works, that might not be correct. Alright, so this one goes down here, down, 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 up this thing. Loops over, dumps this way. The fact that that's green is bad. But I guess it's just going to be destroyed and it's going to let red through, right? Unless if I'm might be understanding this mechanic wrong, but now's our chance to find out. Okay, no, I understood it correctly. So that green one's always going to get wasted. Never paid for the green one, that's true. It's a good way to teach you that mechanic. Okay, so we gotta get an orange queued up here. And I can get 2 queued here without having to waste the silver. So, let's see. Put one here, it's gonna go down this way, down, around, up, down into the silver, up, across, across, here. That's cool. I need to increase, this game was not on how long to beat, so I'll have to increase the how long to beat estimate. Okay. Next. If I put one here, wait, no, it's different because this bridge is out. So if I put one here, it goes down, up, down. Oh, that's pretty easy then. So that needs to be purple. And that should clear all 3 of those, and they should sink in. Okay, awesome. Alright, so now if I put another one here, it's going to go all the way around, down, up, around, refresh, up, down, and then into here. So we want to put green next. Yeah, getting really fast at this game seems... I'm sure it was eventually just a case of memorizing when you have to place each marble, like the earliest possible frame to drop it. But that still seems pretty challenging. Okay, so now we need to get this bridge out, which we can do here, I think. Let's do a blue here first. That's going to just dump down right into there, no problem. Blue that goes this way is going to go all the way down, up, around, restore that bridge, up, around, across into here, so it should be a yellow on the right side. And I haven't used this one at all. You can see this game getting really complicated in the later stages. Yeah, I just have sounds, no music cues. Look in the menu. Looks like the sounds are actually optional too. Use maximum resolution, 1024 by 768. Keep this one. Okay, so we're gonna have to waste some marbles over here. I didn't think about that earlier on, but that should be alright. Maybe you can avoid wasting them if you use this funnel more. If I put it down this way, it drops right down here, goes up, and that goes straight into this bucket here. This is where I'd put a silver. Silver is meant to get ground up, that's fine. Okay. So now we need to get one more blue in here. So blue goes down. Ooh, but we don't want that, do we? What if we do blue here? Blue goes around this way, down, up, down, down. Okay. That's why we want to use the funnel on the left, so reduce waste. Restores that bridge, and it goes across the bridge down in the blue, and then we win. I think that was the most efficient possible solution. We had to burn a silver marble, but I think it was necessary to get that gate to open. I think 5,000 is the max efficiency bonus. Cool. Next. Archimedes is the name of the stage. Saving. Okay. This one has no moving parts. Take the bridge. No, wait, no, it has this gear thing. The function of which I don't yet know. So let me burn a silver marble to understand it. Interesting. It's like a resistor that you have to trip. That's cool. It sends an electrical signal to the thing it's connected to. Okay, that's complicated. So they're currently not blocking progress, right? But it will block progress the moment I pass a marble through it. So, this one's gonna dump. I can get it lined up at least. So much design space in this. Puzzle games are great for exploring design space. I think if I roll one here, I just get it right to the end for free, right? And the bridge is up. Okay, so I need to trigger this guy, which involves bringing one down through here. It's maybe easier said than done. And once you start queuing them and the other, you can send marbles through early when you don't want to. That's interesting. Okay, so I need to dismiss this guy and this guy. So how do I do that? Goes down, around, dismisses one. And stacks behind that blue. This is a really cool evolution of this game right here, too. Blue, purple, okay. Still need to liberate this yellow one. Which means I have to hit this thing. Means I eventually need to restore this bridge. That's my only way to hit that. So if I put something here now, what's going to happen? I go all the way in, I think. So green here. Right. So now the one that's going to do is going to cross the bridge, cross this thing, come down, let yellow through. And it's immediately going to follow yellow, so it's got to be blue. Absolute effects. Interesting. Yeah, the double trigger there. Alright, so orange and red. Let's see. There's no gate down here right now, so I can put a red down. Okay, now there's a gate open and I have to burn one to remove it. To do a couple things to remove it, I think. Down right now. So I'm gonna send an orange this way. This is where, like, maximum efficiency is much trickier to reach. But because the marble was moving fast enough, it made it to the end before the signal did. Okay. So how do I kill this guy? Just drop a silver here. Sweet. First try. I did not get the efficiency bonus on that one. I'm sure part of that was spending silver marbles at the beginning to figure out the wire mechanic. Okay, so now we got wires and pendulums. Bunch of color combinations. Save it again. Put one here, it goes down. If the pendulum were available, it would go across, but it's not, so it's going to go over this, down through this little tube, all the way down through here, and get spit out, having done nothing of consequence. So we don't want to put one in here. I think this is our first introduction to just completely destroying a marble. This level is called Euclid. I like the level naming structure. This one goes down and down here, all the way down, and is also thrown out like so much garbage. This guy goes across, and then across, and then down this way to a block, so it has to be red over here, I think. Oh man, that gets complicated with the blocks and the pendulums, huh? Okay. So now the pendulums can take us new places with many of these. We might want to do this one, because I think this can get us into a blue. So I put a blue here, it goes across, comes all the way down, and goes right there. I guess that this can be triggered by either switch is what that means. This is a new principle. Right, if I put one here, it slides across and hits this wall. Which, I wonder if it hitting the wall changes its momentum such that when the wall is removed, it will then roll slightly this way and then roll down. Or if it's still going to have enough momentum to roll this way and go over the ledge on the left side. But either way, let's plan out around that. If we did yellow over here, yellow goes this way, gets stuck. And then put one here, we can make it unstuck. It's going to fall this way and go down and around. But we want it to be green then. Okay. Alright, so this is the one that's going to liberate those marbles. So it should be pink, I think. Ooh, no, it would have been green first. Fuck. Oh no! I fucked it all up! Right, because that changed the state of the pendulum. Oh, this stage is hard. Yikes. It's gonna be green now. Carefully laid plans gone to shit. If I put one here, it's going to dump. I guess it's going to trigger a switch, which is nice, but I don't really want to dump something. So it can be orange. It's not blocked. Figuring out the efficient path for this one would be an interesting exercise. I don't know that it would be fun. Yellow. Okay, so we need to liberate this guy, which is going to take some work. I gotta get the pendulums back to their initial position, so if we go this way, put a pink there. Yellow's liberated. Send one over here if we can. It's gonna come down all the way this way. Be blue again. I think normally if you're doing this correctly, you would do this and you'd have 2 more moves left to finish off the red, yellow, red, and the green, purple, green. But since I fucked it up, that's not going to be the case. So, alright. Down, down. All the way down. Red, probably. Okay, nice. And then we just have the green, so let's do it backwards. Oh, I think we can just do it, right? It's actually not that bad. Cool. That stage was rough. $3,200, so not that inefficient if 5,000 is the maximum. It's like 64% efficient. Aristophanes is the name of this level. It's the guy who calculated the circumference of the Earth, right? With the well in the two different towns. So if you ever hear someone say that the myth that people used to believe in a flat Earth, like no, people have known that the world is round since ancient times. Lots of clues to it. This one's tricky. This time the switches open and close gates, which modify the behavior of a... I wonder if striking the gate also modifies it, or if it's just the electrical signal. So suppose I drop one here, it goes down, hits this gate, and falls backwards, hit this gate, fall backwards, hit this gate, hit this gate, hit this gate. Orange? Maybe? I don't think it's just more balls than needed. Okay. That behaved as expected. If I put another one in the same one... I didn't notice, though, if it striking the gate moved it as well. I think it did, though. I think it strikes the gate and then it rolls back and undoes it, you know? Suppose I put another one here. It goes here, bounces, restores the gate, goes through. Ah, but why was this gate restored but not this one? Oh, because the wire's on the other side of it. Interesting. Okay, so down, around, gates restored, up, bounce, 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 bounce. So that was correct, but now we've got... No, I think I can just do... I can do the left side totally independently, right? As long as I don't send multiple marbles through at the same time. I don't think this game has a speed bonus. I'll check on the exit screen, but I feel like that'd be an interesting way to develop the scoring system. You know exactly the opportune time to drop your marbles. Now, is this symmetrical? Because if it's symmetrical, then I can just do the same thing over here, and this is just a teaching stage. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I just do green, purple, orange, yellow on the right side. Drop another one once the degeneracy is broken. It's not going to break anything for purple. Which is when it hits the second gate. Now it's fine. Nope! That was incorrect. Oh, no, actually we might be okay. Actually, I think that's a little bit faster doing it the way I just did. Because then it doesn't have to loop around on its own. It still has to loop, but it does it while another marble is doing something, so it's more time efficient. Gotcha. wonder if there's someone out there who has a brain that just works really well with marble drop. I feel like there's certain puzzles that work really well with certain people. Like the slider puzzles where you have a grid of squares of like an image and you just slide them around and you only have 1 degree of freedom. I can't do those. I'm so bad at them. I have no idea why either. Like people will show me their solution. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm really good at the lights out puzzle where you like have a grid of squares and then whenever you interact with a square, it flips the state of all adjacent squares. So if the lights are all on and you press one, that button and all the squares adjacent to it turn off and vice versa. See some studies into different kinds of puzzles and which ones are connected. Like if you're good at the shifting block single degree of freedom puzzles, or are you also good at marble drop, that sort of thing. Okay, so we go down this way. Actually, it starts here. So down, pendulum, down, up, right, pendulum, down. Oh, that's just repeating ad nauseum. How do I get to the exit? Based on the state of this thing, we want it to be flat so that you'll roll into it and it'll make you drop. So I think it's red over here. No, we have to get the pendulum over it first before that's true. Oh, but that's going to change its state. Shit. This changes the state, this electric thing here. I think Chaos Factors talked about the sliding block puzzle that he just says, what is it, like solve a quadrant? Like solve the top row and then you never have to touch the top row ever again. Down, across, down. Flips the state of this thing back across. This state shouldn't have been affected yet, so it should drop down. I think that's right. Can you keep like isolating a larger and larger section of the stage, Chaos? Until eventually you just have like the bottom 4 and then you can solve, because I feel like you need the degree of freedom. You can't keep shrinking diagonally down, right? But you can shrink horizontally down or maybe vertically left to right. Alright. Andrea has been playing a puzzle game called Pandora's Box. I might show her marble drop. This game very likely is up her alley. She'd probably enjoy it. But anyway, Pandora's Box is from Alexei Pajitnov, the guy who made Tetris. And it's just a collection of like 8 or 9 different puzzles with varying degrees of difficulty. It's a pretty cool game, actually. But it's interesting because there's like 3 of those puzzles that she's amazing at that I watch her do it. I'm like, you're a fucking wizard. And there's like 3 of them that I'm really good at that she has trouble with. Check that game out sometime. It's kind of hard to get your hands on it. There might be someone who's played it on YouTube or something. Alright, so we go across and then down, but we need that blocking so that it will fall, else it's just going to go all the way over, climb up here, down and around, pendulum over, down, up, activate the bridge, and then it should hit this, and then it should go down. So I think it's still blue here. Oh fuck, no it's not because I didn't use the pendulum correctly. Fuck. I was supposed to put it in the left one. Okay, well that still ended up being correct, but I don't deserve that one. Alright, let's see. Down, pendulum. Cross, down, up. Pendulum, down, up, cross. Oh fuck, I did it wrong again. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm wondering maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe because it's triggering a, it's triggering a gate sooner, it ends up being the same solution, like there's a degeneracy there. No, it's not, I'm fucked. That's gonna go in this one. Disregard. Number of times I've been wrong, but right is equal to the times I've been wrong and lost a marble. Down, right, hit. Easy. Not deserved. Alright, and this one's just green. Okay, now we've got to restore the 2 gates. But we are at time, so I'll go ahead and save here. You're welcome to keep this on your subblock, this name, and this was a cool game. Thanks for sharing it. I didn't even know this existed. It looks really familiar on the title screen, so I feel like maybe it was installed in a school computer or something when I was much younger and I saw somebody else play it, but I never played it myself. We'll be back in a few minutes with Lost Odyssey. I have to get the Xbox set up. See you soon.